Okay, we are live for another week of You've Had the Bars.
Yay!
Now, what's a foundation?
What's a
How do you
I
do?
foundation?
I love that beginning that the horse was screaming.
Well, I was also trying to get my brain to kick into gear because I was like, okay, we're on a live, so that means I have to talk, right? I got to say
Yeah,
something.
that's kind of the effect of facilitating a lot of foundation classes.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm glad that we have a manual, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, okay,
definitely.
what's up? You know, and then you get to a
Like,
certain point where people's brain power is just non-existent, and you're like, okay, so anyone have any questions? And they're like, I, wh- what's the question?
exactly. So thanks for the manual. Thanks
Yeah,
for and thanks for the newest tool that Gary is using. That okay, we'll have a break. Go talk shit to each other, so we have to
Yeah.
something to talk about,
yeah, I love that.
and that also works a lot.
Well, isn't it interesting also, like we're so taught that we need to talk something out. Like you need to talk it out, you need to figure it
Hmm.
out, you need to find the solution, you need to find the answer. I was out there working with horses this morning, and they don't require that. You know, they just go,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to change this. Help me.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's so simple. Yeah.
and I kind of get
Even for this live, I was also in that state. What should I talk? What should I talk? Am I, you know, prepared enough to talk about the foundation? What they gonna ask me?
yeah, and it's fun because the foundation class is just like that, like just go up,
Yeah.
show up, and see how it goes. And it's like this
Mm.
conversation is also like show up and see how it goes. But it's also like a way that I think Gary Douglas is inviting us like to go out and live our life and see how it goes. You don't have to have something set up or something like really fixed. Like
Yeah.
you can just use the tools and create whatever you want. Just show
Mm.
up.
Yeah. That's been a big change in my life personally. Like, what was that?
What
Oh,
that
sorry.
sound?
I don't know. I'm in a very noisy place right now in Mexico. And
I was like,
I swear that was not my stomach.
I wanted to be like, did you guys hear that? Or is that in my head? Is that my
I'm
head
so
again
sorry.
doing weird noises? Um, but that showing up thing, like not having to figure your life out, because it's like we're so good at doing that. Okay, I've got a money problem right now. Let me figure out how many more hours I need to work, where that money's
Mm.
going to come from, how I'm going to come up with it, and then what if I don't, and then what's going to happen after, and it's all of these things rather than okay being present,
Mm.
which I think even that like being present is such a um we have so many decisions about what that even is.
Mm.
Yeah.
True. True.
Yeah, I know I've handled a lot of years of thinking that being present is like to have it all right and to be
Yeah.
perfect and to not show whatever I think is wrong with me. But that's
Mm.
also part of this class. Like it gives you the space of allowing yourself just to show up whatever way you think you're wrong, and maybe that wrongness is your greatest strongness, and use it to your favor, use it to create your life. That's amazing
Mm.
about the foundation class.
I
Mm.
love that. That, and there's so much in that. Like to be able to, and if you're someone who has like had that wrongness be something that has just seemed to be there your whole life, where it's just like no matter what I do I just feel fucking wrong, and then even when I get it right I still am hiding the wrongness from me in order to prove that I'm right, and it's this
Mm.
whole thing. And it's like to have a venue, to have a space where you can be like, hey, I don't know what to do, help.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Access is it is that. It's like, hey, it includes all of it. Like it's like we've all done stupid shit. Every single one of us.
Mm.
Some of us are better at hiding it, but it's like, but we've all made choices.
Mm. So whether we like our reality, I mean our life, whether we like it or not, we create it with our point of view, right?
Yeah.
So once we acknowledge that, without any point of view, without any judgment, we can change anything. And then, during the foundation class, if we, all of us, can be, make our values down and then be vulnerable to whatever we are having as a seed, even as a seed stuff, we can be present with those stuff and then just, ask for help, and then we can change anything.
I love that too. And it's, I mean, if you got anything out of listening to any of these lives and we're willing to actually let it in, that part of we create everything is such a dynamic source of empowerment. And to be honest about this, it fucking sucks to realize sometimes when you really want to find a, oh my God, there's a honey. As we're talking, there is a hummingbird outside the window, just hovering there, looking in. Oh my God. This is so cute. They're coming to talk to us. But it's like getting that point. Like I've had so many times where I wanted to be like, no, this is happening to me, and it's not the easiest thing to get, but when you get that, okay, what am I choosing here? What point of view do I have creating this? Man, the power in that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and it's like also like getting that you create everything and that you will create everything also after the class.
Yeah.
And which direction would you like it to go? And I love what Rico was saying, like about what you like, what you don't like, because sometimes after the class or during the class, things will not show up as you would like, as you like. But it's funny because we were having a conversation the other day about the difference of what you like and what is actually joyful to you.
Yeah.
And I've had many, many times that things start to show up in a way that I would say, I'm not liking this. This is kind of shitty, like you were saying, Brendan. But it's so much joyful for me. But because many of these choices after this class are made from a different space, a space that is different from your controlling mind or your predictable mind. So you will be choosing things that are so 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 different for you and your body and the planet, and that's far more joyful in most cases. But maybe it's uncomfortable, or maybe it shows up in a different way that it was supposed to show up. So it's like this matter of just having fun, show up like we were saying, be patient, be willing to just to have fun, I would say.
Totally. That part too. Like I was someone who looked to anyone or anything else as a source for what I should choose, and so that part where you said it can be uncomfortable. Like what if it's not wrong to get to a point where you're like, I have no idea what I desire. I have no idea what I desire as my life. I have no idea what I desire as my day. And starting from there rather than trying to make it wrong and then kind of like prove your way out of it. What if it was something that you could just be present with, and be in that space of, okay, so I have no clue. So what next? I have 10 seconds to live the rest of my life. Well, what do I choose?
And after experiencing, that shift of your life, and you will see you have a choice for anything you choose. So that's the most, precious stuff.
I love that. Well said. It is precious stuff.
Yes, it is very precious.
Yeah.
Before, we are so getting used to living the life either or universe.
Yeah.
So sometimes we think, we don't have any choice, once we, like, if I can choose this, there is only choice available here. But there is plenty of choice we have available, but we don't see yet. But after, choosing the foundation class, we get to see a lot of choices available for all of us.
Yeah, I love that. And the for all of us part.
Mm.
And I think that's also one of the things that make the foundation class so different. That is not about like giving you the tools to fix your life or to change the destiny to towards something that it's more right or something that it's no, it's about giving you more choice. And sometimes that's kind of threatening to many people, like, will I have more choice? But what if I forgot? What if I, like, and you get also this space of no doubting that anymore. But it's also like acknowledging that choice is very, really valuable and a precious things for many of us.
Mm.
And you kind of know that when something or somebody is trying to take that away from you. Like, I know my kind of way of dealing with somebody trying to take my choice out of me was like really bad. And I
Yeah.
know that many of the people that have taken this class, surely you guys too, is like there. That's one of the places that that choice is really valuable and precious.
Yeah.
So, what would it take to have even more of that choice, more of that space, and just creating, just going out and showing
Yeah.
up and creating?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, so I have a question. So, Miko, you're in Tokyo at the moment.
Yeah.
Bruno, where are you living?
I live in Ecuador, but right now I'm in Mexico.
Oh, you're in Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
So, also, I wanted to touch on this also with the, access is available worldwide. There are bars practitioners at least in most countries,
Yeah.
and then you've got bars facilitators, you've got, us crazy guys, the certified facilitators, you've got Gary, Dane, Smoke, you've got, Anthony, great, you got a lot of people, right? But I guess I wanted to touch on, like, the world is an interesting place right now, and so when we talk about choice, having that space to question, okay, what's true for me, when it's not this, I don't know, I guess where it's not allowing the world around you to become what determines what choices you have available. Like, let's say, you're living in the, in the Middle East right now, and Ukraine, Russia, you're living in any of these places where there's conflict going on. It's like, well, how can I be happy when so many people are in pain? That kind of thing, with opening that door to, okay, what's choice in that?
I use the question, even, that Tokyo is a pretty, busy city and a lot of people and a lot of thoughts, emotions are going around, crazy stuff as well. And then I always ask the question to myself, what's my reality? Yeah. Even though I sense all the insane stuff and then so much limitation, contractions, it's easy to sense those stuff. But I just keep asking myself, what's my reality if I can choose? Of course, we can choose. Yeah, so I keep asking the question.
I love that. Thank you for that reminder also. And in that, with the question, for anyone listening, like, if you haven't, used these tools, either it's like asking that question, what's my reality? Well, when you ask that, like, is it your reality to go to fight? Is it your reality to wake up with a sense of no hope? That question of what is my real, well, if I was being me, I mean, my reality would be, I'd actually be happy. I'd actually recognize that I do have choice. So I love that. Good question.
Thank you.
And also, like, getting to be pragmatic in a way of, if you want to change things. We've learned so many times to buy the problem or suffer like everybody else, and like going with the flow. And but does that create change? Does that change something? if it's a matter of being pragmatic and what actually is going to change things, when you are living your reality, like Miko is saying, when you're happy, maybe when you are not buying, I don't know, buying the financial stress, the financial anxiety that exists, how much more things you change actually with that. And so if you do some like feedback and you kind of see all the background and the past, is like, when have you changed more things? When you buy into whatever is going on in the planet, that by not buying is not like ignoring it, it's like also like being aware,
Mm.
but choosing what is true for you. And maybe some other people would say like, oh, that's different. Look at Mieko. Look at what Mieko is being in Tokyo, for example.
Mm.
Look at what Brandon is being right now. You're in Costa Rica, right?
See,
Yeah, or what Bruno's being in Mexico right now is like something different. So we can choose also different. It is possible. And that's kind of more pragmatic in a way of what's going to create some change. Also, if you want to create change, not just for you, but also for your country or for your place or for whatever situation it is.
I love that you guys keep adding that in. It's not just change for you; it's change for all of us. And that again, like, so we've got the tagline of Access is empowering people to know that they know. Empowering, and like that word alone, it's like, if we look at that with what you guys are talking about, and with the thing of choice, how empowering is it to know that your choice and your choice to change not only changes you, but it gives all of us more access to change. How much more? I know this personally for myself. It enthuses me more to live as me.
Mm.
When it's just about me, I'm like so fucking bored.
Yeah, I also like before. How can I say? I also choose to live, and
Yeah.
then before I was kind of bored. Is that
Uh-huh.
the life? That's it? And then there should be more, something more available to me. And then I step in different reality, and then different my own reality, and I started to enjoy to live my life. It's adventure though,
Yeah.
but it's fucking enjoyable.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It is, and it should be. I mean, it's like, shouldn't we have access to thriving? Like, shouldn't we be living on this beautiful planet and enjoying, not only enjoying ourselves, enjoying each other, enjoying the planet, like actually being happy? That's why, I mean, I was always so confused as a kid, looking around and being like, what what what? It just never made any sense.
Mm. Mm.
And I love that weird combination that happens in a foundation class, because it's a lot of weird people like changing things that are in a so not significant way, like, just get happy or just choose something, like really
Yeah.
getting happiness, like getting change in a so not significant way, creating such a great and big change for the world. I was really happy because I'm facilitating a foundation this weekend here in Mexico, and one of the participants is the general attorney of this state in Mexico,
Wow.
and like that can be like a really big change, and it's even greater because her ask is like, I want more happiness in my life, just like that. I want to relax more. So it's like something that seems really, really not significant, but then you can perceive the future that can create.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's amazing. So how
Yeah.
do we get so lucky that to create that much change in such an easy way, not working that hard, having fun?
I know we are so good at overcomplicating things.
Mm.
It's like the thing that you said before, Bruno, about the pragmatic. way to it. Like if you look back at your life and you looked at when things actually changed, were you focused on it? Was it significant that it had to change, or did you let it go and just be present with, and choose to live? And then it changes, and it's so pragmatic, but we're so good at overcomplicating this need for so many things, definition, a reference point, a projection or expectation of how it's going to look, rather than just, okay, I'm done. I'm changing this now. Or like this person that you're talking about coming to class. I just want to get happy. And here's the thing, like, what if that's not a wrongness to ask for anymore? It's like, because we even do that with what we should ask for. Oh, well, I don't know if happiness is big enough for me to put on my list. It should be.
True.
So also for the people that maybe sometimes don't know what to ask for happiness. That's a really cool start.
Yeah. And for what happiness is for you.
Exactly.
Because it's different for all of us also. I was having a conversation with Gary Douglas actually years ago, and I can't remember exactly what we were talking about, but I was looking at the energies of different things and what they were for me, like gratitude as an example, because it's really easy to be grateful for something. And that's what a lot of us do. Well, I'm grateful for this because it works a certain way in my life. But to actually live from a space of gratitude unconditionally is a very different energy. And, I was asking him about gratitude, vulnerability, happiness. And he's like, go outside, ask the planet to show you, ask the trees to show you, ask the birds to show you, ask, nature to show you. And I never forgot that, because it gave me such a different space and sense of energy for me.
And you know what I think sorry. You know what I think it's funny is like, it's not like maybe like a outspoken tool that we go in the foundation class and say to people, go out and talk to the earth or talk to the trees. It's not like like a written tool there. But you see these weirdos coming out of this class and just go and talking to the sea or talking to the forest or talking. So it's like, also beyond the tools that we get to speak there, the space of engagement with a new possibility and the planet is so different that people just go out and talk and ask and receive more. Even if we don't directly say that in the class, people just knows that they can receive in a different way from different sources.
Yeah, 2 days ago, it was really amazing experience I had. Like in the morning, I felt lonely, and what makes me happy? I ask a question, and then just go out and walking on the street, and I saw the very cute cherry on the tree. It really attracts me, and I started to take a picture of the cherry on the tree. Then there is one guy, he was jogging on the street, and he was passing by me and the tree, and he was so attracted to that cherry, and he just came back for the cherry and started to take a picture of the cherry with me. And then both of us started to talk, and it's so cute. How many cherries we have here, and that kind of conversation we had. And after taking the picture, he just started to jog again, and then saying to me, "Have a nice day," and waving his hand. And I say to him, "Have a nice day." But 2 minutes ago, we didn't know each other. But that cherry creates the miracles for both of us.
That is so beautiful. that yes, please, more of that. And I want to say also, like, the thing where you started with, I had this, sense of, or this feeling of being lonely. And so I did something about it. And here's the thing for anyone listening is you're not going to figure your way out of that shit. You're not going to be like, okay, because we could go into many different things on this, but it's like, but in order to change anything, you got to do something about it, and that doesn't mean sit there and figure it out. It means walk outside and go and find a cherry, like, and that's so beautiful. It's like that changes. It's just,
it changed my whole day, so everything is available to me, in this universe. So just ask for it.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So you are just both wonderful gifts. I'm very grateful. And I'm very grateful that you're both facilitators. I love having these conversations where I'm just like, I'm so grateful that there is people like you out there in the world sharing these tools, but it's so much bigger than that. It's sharing you, like sharing you and your energy and what that is. And so thank you both.
Thank you for having us.
For anyone who wants to check out the foundation class, check out accessconsciousness.com. But also there's foundation classes all around the world. I mean, Bruno's doing one this weekend in Mexico City. But it's like, so we also have the Global Foundation coming up in just over a month with Gary and Dane, and and check it out if it sounds like fun.
Thank you so much. You're a great inspiration. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.